What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Joseph, and welcome to Fictioning Flow. It is October, so you know what that means. It is Villains Month. So I'm rocking my Marvel Zombie shirt right now with some of the Marvel Zombie heads on it. And I just want to talk to you today about some specific Marvel villains, but not just anyone. I want to talk to you about one that's really popular right now. I'm getting a lot of press and buzz. He made his first appearance in the MCU in Loki Season 1, and that is He Who Remains, also known as Kang the Conqueror. So he is being played by Jonathan Myers.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
One of my favorite actors. I really started watching some of the things he did. I really took off on his portrayal in Lovecraft Country. That was the one where his role just spoke to me a lot, and I've been following him ever since. But I'm talking about these specific Funko Pops because there's a reason. So, as you may or may not know, the first time they kind of talked about this character being a Funko Pop, they did makeup, like an artist makeup. And I'm like, oh, this looks pretty dope. That would be the perfect opportunity to turn into a Funko Pop. So that was like a couple of months ago when Loki came out, and I was like, oh man, then they had the Loki Pops come out, and like, okay, there's no He Who Remains. So I'm like, man, they missed that opportunity. But there must have been enough buzz from fans or the higher ups that they actually decided to make it into a pop. And I was like, great, I can't wait to get it. However, the He Who Remains Funko Pop was an exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con. So, that's the con that I would love to go to. That is like the #1 Comic-Con in the United States. It's the big one over in San Diego, California. All the artists, celebrities come. It's just like a crazy thing, but it's so hard to get into. Usually you have to get into a lottery. And if they call you, you get chosen, then you have to go ahead and put the down payment for the ticket. But you got to get everything else with that. And the good thing is that if you get called and selected for the lottery, you're automatically entered in for next year. So I've been trying, and I haven't got selected yet, but it is a hard process because it's like the #1 con to go to. All right. So not too long ago, when I went to C2E2, I was in search for that He Who Remains pop. And of course, like it was before, over the summer, C2E2 was here, and I was on a hunt to look for that He Who Remains pop from San Diego Comic-Con, because it had just ended, so I knew people would probably have it there. So I was searching, and trust me, the video is coming. I know I'm real behind, and I will get to you all those C2E2 videos. So walk me through C2E2, I was looking around. That was the first thing I did, is I went pop hunting. So I was looking, I found one booth where this guy had He Who Remains pop from the San Diego Comic-Con. And I didn't want to kind of keep going only because he only had one. And I know that if I had to go somewhere else, I probably would not have found it. Or if I found it and it was more than the one that this guy was charging, if I went back to him, he probably would have had it anymore. So we talked back and forth, and I did pay a pretty penny for it, I will say. So this is the most I've ever paid for any Funko Pop. So he was charging $60. And I was like, man, I didn't want to do it, but I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and make that purchase. Because once again, he only had the one. It was official. And here it is. Now, this is the He Who Remains Funko Pop from the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. You can see it has that exclusive sticker that lets you know it is from the San Diego Comic-Con. So this one's not coming out the box. I'm gonna keep it preserved in its good condition. And I believe this pop is gonna go up tremendously in value because of that, as well as the fact that he is also gonna be reappearing in, I believe, Loki Season 2, but he's making his debut as Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man 3 Quantumania. All right, so I got it, I was happy, I was satisfied. As I was going through C2E2, I bumped into this guy who was dressed as He Who Remains. So I had him take a pic. Check this out.
He Who Remains.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I asked him to hold it for me, and I was like, that was a good idea. But he was like, man, where'd you get the pop? And I told him, he was like, how much did you pay for it? I said, well, I paid $60. He was like, man, I found one too. I was like, what? So I said, how much did you get for yours? He said, well, the guy had it was for 40. So I was like, dang it. But I know since he was looking for it, I was looking for it. If I would have left the other guy, it probably would have been gone. So I was like, okay, I'm glad I got it, and I was okay. However, later on, I saw that Target was going to carry some of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. I was like, oh snap. All right, so maybe I can get it through Target. But every time I would go on the website, it would be sold out. It would be unavailable. So I was like, okay, there's no chance of getting it through the Target. I never saw it on the shelf, so I was like, you know what? I got it here. I'm good to go. But one day I went to Target, just regular shopping. I said, let me just go check the Funko Pop section. Usually it's pretty dry where the one I go to. So I look, and there they have the He Who Remains Funko Pop from Target. And I said, this can't be. There was like 3 of them on the shelf. I'm like, they're just sitting here. So I grabbed it, looked at it, and of course, I purchased one. So, once again, this is the He Who Remains Target exclusive Funko Pop. And you see it has a little sticker. It's like Funko Fun Days, like a summer deal. And here's the crazy part. This version of the pop was $12.99. Now, I'm trying to figure out, did Funko rip me off? And I said, I got the 2 pops. They look pretty identical. The only thing is, this one has the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive sticker. This one has the Funko Summer Holiday sticker. So I was like, are they actually the same? Or are they slightly different? Like usually the Comic-Con may have a glow-in-the-dark feature or something else that makes it a little bit special, which of course gives it that rarity and makes it harder to find and harder to get. But I looked at both of them, and as you can see on the screen, the pops are exactly the same. Now, I'm wondering, how does this work? If the pops are exactly the same, how is the value of them so vastly different? Well, I did a little research, and there's a website called Funko Price Guide, and they can tell you like the current market value of any Funko Pop. And interestingly enough, the sticker is the thing that makes the difference. So right now, you can look at this over here, check it out, is that the He Who Remains San Diego Comic-Con exclusive pop is way more valuable than the Target Funko Summer Days pop. And I believe that's how that works. So I want to kind of call out Funko on this one, because if the pops are exactly the same, it seems like there shouldn't be a difference in price. Like once again, a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive have had like glow-in-the-dark features or a different version of it. So that would make it like, okay, a little bit more valuable. But they're packaging the same Funko Pop, but different price points, which is a little interesting. Now, I do have to admit, the San Diego Comic-Con Funko Pop at San Diego Comic-Con was the same price. So the price I paid for the Target one is $12.99, and that's exactly how much it cost at the San Diego Comic-Con. But because it's not open to everybody can't get there, that's when they kind of go up in price. And I'm sure when the movie comes out with him appearing in Quantumania Ant-Man 3, that the price will even increase. So sometimes you have to get in on the ground floor before something hits. You just never know though. That's the tricky part about collecting. You never know when something's gonna hit. Like if you get that first thing and hold on to it, it could be worth a lot, or it could have no value at all at some point. So that's just my experience. That's my take on these 2 pops. I'm glad I have them. And I'm definitely not getting rid of this one. This one's going in the vault. So tell me what you think. Was it worth it to get the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive? Would it have been better just to go ahead and get the Target one and just let it go? Or do you think it's good that I have both, so now I can negotiate if I ever want to sell these pops? All right, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. And have you had an experience similar to this? Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace. If you don't have it, you are truly missing. What's up? We are talking about Fiction Ink Flow. What's up? If you don't have it, you are truly missing. Fiction Ink Flow. What's up? We are talking about Fiction Ink Flow. What's up? If you don't have it, you are truly missing. Fiction Ink Flow.